nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, he talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Catch in the middle, it's Black. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a gap, it's Ford. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
And he's not even going to come close to the marker on 4th down. One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense has the ball first today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Walton. Good execution, they move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll go to the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Got a little grass, headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. Onto the field comes Davis Warren. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. Unleashes one. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in the game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Right on the money. Breaks free and he might be gone. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Hall. Breaks free. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. Stanford quickly to the line.
You know what's always a good idea? Getting it to your best playmaker. That's a good idea. Whether it's shallow, whether it's deep, this guy can make things happen. He's lightning in a bottle when he catches the football. And that pass, it was short, but...
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Cardinal! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. On the ground, it's Walton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Throwing, Carr. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Finds his man. It's Ford. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Caught. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would just rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Trying to move them on the counter. Maybe some room here. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Play action. Carr. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been...
Breaks into the open. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Walton fighting off the defender. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Carr unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. The run inside. It's 4. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Back to pass, it's Warren. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Really needed to get some distance on that punt from this spot on the field, and he did. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They booted away. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey, guys, checking in on the Stanford sideline. I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. So after the big run, they tried to hit him with a pass. Well, you've gone back to the run now.
I think now, yeah, of course. Now looking back, I'm going to go, yeah, I should have run after taking the sack. I like mixing it up. But if my offense is going to sit there and lean on people and we're good at running the football, then don't be afraid to do that more often.
Pulls it in. It's 4. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Fires to the big fella. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Stanford! The defense putting points on the board.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Running inside. It's Mobley. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gets the back moving. Play action, C.J. Carr. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, And the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Carr throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double.
There he goes. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
That's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Carr on play action. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Run in the red zone. It's Walton. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Warren. Got a man, it's Blackburn. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Got rid of it just in time.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Makes the grab. It's 4. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think of.
They got him, and down he goes. And what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Stanford lines up to punt it away. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Here's Carr to throw. Quick completion on the out. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Play fake, Carr. He lets one fly deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. 4th down, Carr. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
That's it fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll try the right side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Could be an alley. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. No fair catches here, looking for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Carr. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
They just haven't been able to hold up and protect the quarterback, and now they face 2nd and long. Looking for a huge play. Snags it. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys, as they push out the lead in Week 6. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
That's caught. It's 4. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a 3-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. When you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's
maybe a crease. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Stanford wants to push the pace.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man, it's Warren. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Keeps it on the option. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Oh, he's got some space. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The run inside. It's Ford. Fights off a defender. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air, it's Warren. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistent.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Running inside, it's Walton. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Made a defender miss. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ford. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just so they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Got his man on the right.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Warren. It's complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He wants to throw it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you're trying to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. All the way back. Touchdown, Cardinal.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Throwing, Carr. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive points.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to pass. It's Warren. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Irish. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown. Man, they don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. It's a good chance it's coming out.